Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So despite the large plunge that we saw last month, the cryptocurrency sector has been rebounding quite steadily. I saw this article here from Cointelegraph, and the title is Here's How the Crypto Sector is Navigating the Pandemic's Challenges. I thought it was interesting to get a different perspective on this. So this pandemic is a seismic event with far-reaching impacts across different sectors, and crypto is no exception. In fact, because cryptocurrency markets move at breakneck speeds, the fact that the beer flu has been making its presence felt for several weeks now means that some macro trends are already emerging. These trends are felt by the multitude of companies and operators in the crypto space, which are having to adapt while the situation is still evolving. So exchanges are seeing record volumes on spot markets. The dramatic drop in Bitcoin price in mid-March didn't appear to have dampened the crypto community's desire to trade. As prices steadily rose up from the beginning of March, 24-hour trading volumes were higher on average than at any time in Bitcoin's history. So guys, we saw this big drop here, and they're talking about mid-March. That was when we started to see the rebound. And guys, if you can see down here, look at this volume. This volume is, although moving downward, we saw the initial pump here with high volume, and then the volume started decreasing. We did see that on average, this volume is a lot higher than the volume before that. So when we were seeing trading happening before, volume on average was relatively low. However, since Bitcoin took a nosedive on March 12th, its daily trading volume has barely dipped below 30 billion. A similar pattern can be seen with Tether stablecoin, which now exceeds BTC by trading volume. Although the pattern hasn't replicated across other major altcoins, exchange operators seem to concur that demand is currently high despite the pandemic panic having pushed prices down, okay? So ultimately what they're saying is, despite the pandemic panic and despite this initial sell-off, there isn't really too much else to worry about with regards to the crypto space. It's business as usual, and traders are trading even at higher volumes than they were before. So I found that very, very interesting, perhaps a telling sign of where we could continue going in the future. Now, this is Bitcoin, of course. They said altcoins were not affected, although I think that if we continue to move in this direction and if Bitcoin continues a bullish rally, we will definitely see altcoins follow as we have in previous Bitcoin rallies in the past. So very interesting to say the least. Down here, this article continues by going on to talk about how futures were affected, lending and DeFi, along with the gaming and gambling industry. So I'll link the article in the description for those of you guys who want to read up more about those topics here. But this here I saw, guys, former Bakkt CEO to sell all holdings after insider trading accusations. And so we know about Bakkt. Senator Kelly Loeffler, the former CEO of Bakkt, is liquidating her holdings along with her husband, who owns ICE, the parent company of Bakkt. And they're saying that they're doing it because the issue isn't worth the distraction. They're just doing it preemptively. It's not because they were told to. They just said, you know what, we're just going to do this because we want to focus on our commitment to deal with the beer flu. So Kelly Loeffler said, I'm taking action to move beyond the distraction and put my focus back on the essential work that needs to be done. Again, she is a senator. Although Senate ethic rules don't require it, my husband and I are liquidating our holdings in managed accounts and moving into exchange-traded funds and mutual funds. I will report these exiting transactions in the periodic transaction report I file later this month. So being very transparent about their holdings. And again, the CEO of Bakkt, being the wife of Jeffrey Sprecher, who is the CEO of ICE, the parent company of Bakkt. Very, very interesting development there. Hey, at least they want to keep it on the up and up. Crypto has had a lot of hurdles in the past, and why cause more complications where complications do not need to be had? Guys, I saw this from Cryptopolis at Cryptopolis_X on Twitter, and he says, this is interesting, and I have to admit it is interesting. A retweet here from Coining203. This from JP Morgan's website, the real value of real-time payments. And so this screenshot, very, very interesting. The real value of real-time payments. Let me read from their website. The first new U.S. payment system in over 40 years is coming, and it's aimed to dramatically simplify processes from transaction initiation through to reconciliation. Okay, they go on to say, pivotal to this is the way real-time payments, RTPs, combines immediate funds availability, settlement finality, instant confirmation, and integrated information flows, all in a payment made in seconds. Bringing together speed, data, and communication solves for long-standing challenges. And I think that I'm onto the same hunch that Cryptopolis is, and Coining203. Could it be Ripple? Could it be XRP? It certainly does sound like that. Well, first of all, first new system in 40 years. They're definitely not talking about Swift here. Pivotal to real-time payments. We know XRP settles in real time. Ripple is focused on that. Immediate funds availability. XRP being sourced for ODL. Settlement finality. We know XRP settles in an instant. Instant confirmation. Check that as well. An integrated information flow. So it's not just a messaging system. It's a payment messaging all in one. And not only that, guys, payments can be made in seconds. This does indeed sound like RippleNet DLT. And guys, this from JP Morgan's website. So very, very interesting developments in the space. I wanted to thank Cryptopolis for that. Thanks so much, brother. I also wanted to give a shout out to Matthew LINY on Twitter for posting this. So South Korean remittance firm explains how it is benefiting from Ripple's technology. And so this from the Crypto Globe, South Korean remittance firm explains how it is benefiting from Ripple's technology. On Wednesday, South Korean remittance firm CoinOne Transfer, a subsidiary of crypto exchange CoinOne, explained how it has been using Ripple's technology to solve problems with cross-border payments and to open new payment corridors. So they give a little bit about the background. Introduced in 2018, December 2018, started with a few corridors, faster low-cost payments to Thailand and the Philippines. And according to Ripple, Cross had two advantages over other remittance options in South Korea. Since it did not rely on traditional banking rails, it provided a safe alternative for those with or without a bank account. And number two, by using Ripple's technology, it was able to offer increased payment transparency and reliability. So CoinOne Transfer was able to use RippleNet, Ripple's global payments network, to enable payments to Thailand, as we mentioned, via Siam Commercial Bank, and to the Philippines via Cubana Luhulie, I think it is. So in the blog post, Ripple also explained that there is a growing demand for cross-border payments in South Korea. The country is home to around 2 million migrant workers. And, you know, guys, the story is the same around the world. Migrant workers looking to send money back home. A lot of these migrant workers are from Thailand and the Philippines, so those corridors obviously now open. We know Asia has got probably the leading, at this point in time, at least the leading cryptocurrency regulatory clarity that we've seen around the world. So this is all working out for Asia at this moment. South Korea now giving a nod to Ripple and RippleNet technology. Let me just read down here. CoinOne Transfer then formed a strategic partnership. So they also have a strategic partnership with SBI Ripple Asia, which is a joint venture between U.S. fintech firm Ripple and SBI Holdings to provide next generation payment infrastructure utilizing distributed ledger technology, DLT, to financial institutions and remittance companies in Asia. So they are building in Asia. South Korean remittance firm CoinOne coming out and saying how much Ripple is benefiting their bottom line. And right now, guys, I know a lot of my viewers are in the United States, Canada, Europe, parts of Europe. And so Asia seems like so far away. And so, it's all happening in Asia right now. When's it going to come here? When's it going to come here? And I agree with you. There's a part of me that envies people living in Asia right now, able to benefit from this Ripple technology. And to be honest, it's just because of regulatory clarity. They're further ahead in the East than they are in the West, unfortunately. But guys, the ball is rolling. I'll be slowly right now. The plans are in motion. And I have a feeling that during this time, right now, because we're in a pandemic, we are going to start to see changes around the world, not only in many other facets of our daily lives, but in the financial sector specifically. The idea of a cashless society has never been stronger. And what better company and cryptocurrency is out there to implement those changes? I'll put my bets on Ripple and XRP any day of the week. Anyways, guys, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.